everybody and welcome to my channel. So today I'm actually gonna help you guys out and give you the kind of natural makeup look that you can wear out on an everyday basis, and it'll look extremely natural. Unlike so many of the other videos that pile on so much and on an everyday basis, if you wear that, it actually looks a little heavy. So without any further ado, let's just get straight to the video. So the first product that I'm going to use, which is a must for everybody, is a primer. So I am going to use the Maybelline Dream One Day Perfect primer. It's not the best primer, but I feel like on an everyday basis you need something that's cheap and doesn't burn a hole in your pocket. So for that, this is amazing. So I'm just going to take that on the palm of my hand. My hands are clean, by the way. Make sure that you have clean hands before you apply makeup. You don't want to touch dirty hands on your face. I put a hairband on right now, and I just did that in the palm of my hands, and I'm just going to massage that all over my face. So what a primer does, for all of you who don't know, is it kind of sticks to your makeup and make sure that it doesn't slip around too much, and yeah, that's literally all it does. And it also kind of moisturizes your face and preps it for the makeup that is about to come. Now, if some of you are comfortable with having a foundation on every day, it's good for you, but I personally use the Lakme 95cc cream. My color is beige. It's a little bit light for me, but since this cream is so sheer, it doesn't really matter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it at the back of my hand, like that, and I have a wet beauty blender. It's not actually a beauty blender, it's this beauty blender kind of thing that I bought from Shein, and I'm just going to take the product on it and I'm just going to dab it lightly on my face. So now that we're done with the base and it looks really nice, and it really does not transfer that well in the camera, but I actually look extremely dewy right now, and it's because I use a wet sponge to apply my makeup. So the next thing we're going to do, you can use a concealer for this step if you want. For any of you who wants to use a concealer, please go ahead and use it. I personally feel like concealer looks too heavy on me and it doesn't really suit me unless I put like a huge heavy full face of makeup. So for something as natural as this, I actually like to use the Pond's BB Plus cream. Now, does it focus? Yeah. So you can use any other cream if you want that is a little bit thicker in consistency and actually gives you a little more coverage, because the BB Plus cream, like the CC cream that I was initially using, does not actually give the best coverage. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this and I'm just gonna put it right under my eyes, right there. So where I see the line cutting through, I'm just gonna put it, and instead of blending it out, I'm actually gonna put it first so that it kind of sets under my eye. Now this personally does not give you the perfect under eye that so many people want, but it looks naturally as though you don't have very bad dark circles, you know, and that is actually the kind of look I like to go for just on an everyday basis. Also, make sure that you put a little bit on top of your eyelid as well, because that's actually going to prep your eyelid for what's to come next, and it's just good to have the same color on the top and the bottom. So what I'm just going to do now is blend that out. I use my fingers because I feel like with this especially, using a sponge actually really shears this out, and I don't like that. So using my fingers, it actually makes sure that my fingers don't absorb any product in, and it actually goes on smooth. So now that we're done with that, we're going to take the same BB cream and we're going to put it right in the center of our nose, on our chin, a little bit on the upper lip and a little bit on the forehead. This does not like, it wouldn't seem like it does much, but I feel like it actually makes a huge impact. Now this step you can do with anything that you're using, even a concealer. Even if you want to use a concealer, that's completely fine. Creasing under my eyes is such a huge problem, so I'm gonna use the Maybelline Compact. It's called the White Super Fresh Compact. So we're gonna use the Maybelline White Super Fresh Compact just underneath our eyes. Now I'm going to try to avoid using this in too many places because I actually like my face to look dewy, and I feel like on the rest of my face, even if my makeup does slip a little bit, I honestly don't care about it that much. So yeah, I'm just gonna put this under my eyes, a little bit on my chin, and yeah. So after lightly dabbing the powder all across my face, we're just making sure that there is no creasing under our eyes, which is the worst thing that can happen. So now that we're done with the actual base, we can move on to our eyes. So first things first, we want something that's gonna look good on an everyday basis. I'm going to use the Stila palette. Mine is really dirty for some reason. So yeah, we're gonna use the Stila In the Light palette. Mine is very dirty because it's actually really old. And what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna take the color Bliss. I can't show it to you because my palette is broken, but I will. So basically it's a nude kind of shade. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my finger. So I'm actually gonna take my finger and I'm gonna use that and apply it all over my lid. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go in with the shade Bare, and we're just going to put that right under our brows. Now we're going to do our brows, which actually is something that I've just recently started doing, and I realized that it made such a huge impact. So I'm just going to take the shade Ebony, which is basically just a black, and we're going to go right at the ends of our eyebrows. I try to avoid going like right here where it's actually quite dense. So as you can see, there's so much difference between this eyebrow and this eyebrow. All I'm using is a tiny little pencil kind of brush and a black eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna fill in the second brow really quickly, and I'm gonna be right back. Hi guys, so I'm back with that. Now the last thing that we're gonna do is mascara, and that's going to make literally all the impact that you need for your eyes. You can go for an eyeliner, but I decided to skip that today because I was already putting on this and I feel like mascara is enough. So the mascara that I'm going to be using is the Colossal Volume Express Mascara from Maybelline. And I'm actually using a lot more cheaper products because I feel like just for an everyday basis, I don't want to ask you guys to use something that is extremely expensive, you know. So always with mascara, by the way, the pro tip is always make sure that you remove the excess product from the mascara. That makes all the impact that you need for your eyes, because you know, otherwise your mascara is just gonna look clumpy and weird, and we don't want that. So So the next step to this makeup would be blush, which is obviously an essential. I can't go anywhere without blush. So I'm using the Benefit Tropicoro palette for this. Since we're going to do a peach inspired makeup look, I feel like I'm not in focus, and yeah. So I feel like the best blush would be for this would be the Coralista by Benefit. So I'm actually gonna use the brush that came in with the palette itself because it's actually really nice. So a very, very soft flush of blush on our cheeks. Now the next thing we're gonna do is highlighting, and I know that highlighter is such an important essential part of this makeup, so especially because we're not doing anything else on our face. We need our face to look at least a little bit dewy and glowy and alive. So I'm actually going to use the High Beam highlighter that comes with the palette itself. We're gonna highlight everywhere that we used the BB Plus cream. So I'm just gonna go here, where it's obviously very important, like just down the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow, on my chin, and obviously on my forehead. So guys, we have the highlighter on, and I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but this looks so pretty. And I'm done with the highlighter and the face. So now that we're done with all of that, the final step, which is actually my favorite step, is going to be lipstick. So I'm just gonna use Shanghai Spice by MAC really quickly on my lips. Now you could stop there, but I feel like I need a little more peachiness to the look. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the Coralista Lip Balm by Benefit. Okay guys, so this is the finished makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then please don't forget to click that thumbs up and subscribe, and I'm gonna see you guys later. Bye!